2025 is around the corner. I wish we could just use like this magical crystal ball to see what's to come of 2025, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see to find out. And I know that everyone says that in terms of fashion, 2010s is coming back, but I don't think so. I think there are hints of 2010s that we're going to see, but I think it's just much too early for that to be where we're heading into in totally in terms of like what we did when the early 2000s was a trend. No, I think we're going to be heading in a different direction. And I'll share my ideas with you guys. Okay, so here's where I insert my awkward intro. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Random Universe. The world is so crazy, so step into my universe, The Random Universe, and come along on a journey with me where I yap about anything I feel like yapping about. And today it will be my predictions for 2025 fashion. Which is so crazy that 2025 is like already coming. I feel like time is going so fast, but I have not changed. Like 2024, a lot happened for me, but I also feel like it happened in like a blink of an eye, and like I'm still going. But continuing on to what I was saying about fashion, I think that we're not going to be seeing a lot of the 2010s, and that we're going to be seeing maybe some late 60s and 70s era. To talk about why I say this, I am going to talk a little bit about politics, which people might say is like why, but I think with the state of the way the United States is specifically, that its fashion is definitely going to be affected by it. So for context, if you don't know what's going on, Donald Trump won the 2024 presidential elections, and also the Republicans have majority of the seats in the House of Representatives as well as the Senate, so that pretty much swung the political pendulum to red. And some of the ideologies that the Republicans have are banning gay education, revoking female rights like abortion, and widespread Christianity. And it might not sound like it affects fashion, but trust me, it does. See, gay education is a form of suppression of gay thoughts, meaning that styles that the LGBT community has brought will be stifled, which, if you don't know, is a lot of people in fashion. And revoking female rights is a way to stop the sutification taking place, meaning that they want more women to wear less revealing clothes, and the widespread Christianity will also cause a move in an area of conservativeness, which ties back to what I was saying about wearing less revealing clothes. So we'll probably see more of some conservative outfits that cover up the body more. So this kind of resembles a lot of what was going on in the late 1960s and 1970s, in my opinion. To give you a little history lesson on what's going on, class, MLK and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was assassinated. Nixon won and ran for office. Vietnam War protests were happening. So during this time of Nixon's elections, he stood on law and order as the message for his campaign, which stood on the idea that of restricting student protesters, activists, or pretty much anyone who was against typical American society, which was like Southern hospitality and appeal, which at the time meant racism. See, Nixon won his election because he really targeted the silent majority at the time, which was white Americans who were afraid of radical change in life. So Nixon was really able to tap into that fear and worry of his audience and use it for his advantage. Now, the rest of Nixon's career was, in shame? But he did cause this conservative shift in American politics, and I think that's what we're seeing now. I think we're witnessing this shift in a conservative era, and I know some of you are like, we don't need a history lesson, but thanks though. To which I'll say, actually some of you do, because the American public education system sucks, and half of you probably didn't know this was a thing. But I bring all this up to say that, like history, fashion repeats itself. Fashion is affected by politics because politics is affected by social topics and the economy. And if what we know about what's to come in 2025 and beyond, we know there will be a rise in tariffs, meaning overseas items will become more expensive, meaning that people won't be able to afford products. Great. Yay, as if it's already not hard enough to buy stuff. But I think because of this, we'll see a rise in Christian influencers and celebrities, which influences fashion trends. And we'll be seeing a rise in people wearing more conservative clothing like maxi dresses and skirts and long clothing. I think we'll also be seeing thick stockings under awkward length skirts. You know what I mean? Like right under the knee. I don't know. I find that to be a very awkward place. And along with turtlenecks. I think the cause of the economy and the pre-mentioned tariffs will cause a lot more low-maintenance hairstyles to be seen, like blowouts and buns or ponytails with braids at the end. And I also think the classy hairstyles will probably be like low-effort curls. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that kind of look like lazy Shirley Temples that are like straight at the end. I'll put them on screen right now. In my mind, I associate them with like blonde hair, which I kind of associate with like the Christian white girl getting ready for church. I don't know why, I do, okay? So in terms of color of the year, obviously red will be a big one. It usually is. But I also think that we'll see some other colors like yellow and blue, specifically like pastel. And I think in terms of makeup, we'll see light girl makeup come back again. We'll see like a different evolution of clean girl era. But like this time really clean, like just like mascara and brows clean. Or at least people are going to want to make their makeup look like it's just mascara and brows, even though it's probably more. And of course, with the height of conservatism and Christians, I think we're going to see this sort of rebellion of anti-conservative and anti-Christianness era that will kind of present itself as being like dark and seductive, satanic-y. The type of vibe that parents thought that their kids would be into if they played Dungeons and Dragons after school. But I think that this rebellion will take place in like more of like sexy, form-fitting outfits that are see-through, along with like lingerie dresses that we've been seeing. But overall, I think what we'll see is a lot of influence from the 1970s decade instead of the 2016 era. I think we'll see a surgence of pastel colors and bright colors. And in terms of streetwear, I think we'll see some bell-bottoms, shorts with leggings and boots, as well as shift dresses. One thing I do hope, though, is that we do not bring skinny jeans back. Please don't let that happen. I'm fine if I'm wrong and 2010s end up coming back in like this huge wave, but I just don't want to see skinny jeans again. I will not be taking part in that, and I will hate that, okay? I'm done wearing skinny jeans. I just am. And maybe in like a few years, I'll look back on this and be like, no, I can't believe I said I was never going to wear skinny jeans, but right now, I'm holding my 10 toes down. I'm not wearing skinny jeans. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I've been meaning to come out with this video and make it. Hopefully I finish editing before New Year so I can drop it before then. I've just been really stressed with university. Now that the semester is finally over, I have more time. But it was a long way to get there. I feel like after Thanksgiving break was like really the hard part. Like before then I was like, whoa, it kind of went fast. But after Thanksgiving break is like when I had all the assignments and due. So it was like, oh God, like I'm struggling. And then like 2 weeks ago I got sick, so I was like going through that, and also it was raining, so that didn't help me. There was like twice I went out in the rain with no umbrella, so I just stayed sick, and no amount of tea I was drinking was really helping me. But anyway, I'm all better now. I'm getting through it. I'm pushing through. I'm moving forward, which is great. And I hope you guys have a happy holiday or happy regular days if you don't celebrate anything. And I just hope you enjoy your time off, and just watch my other videos if you want. Like and subscribe as well if you want. XOXO, more to come. Bye.